You walk into your living room at night. The floor is clean, the cushions are straight, nothing smells bad. Still, your shoulders tighten. On the table sits old mail. On the shelf, gifts you never use. In the corner, a chair holding clothes that are not dirty enough to wash. This is not mess, it is overload. Every object is making a small request. Remember me, fix me, use me, feel guilty about me. So what exactly is making your home feel heavy? The answer begins with a Japanese idea that most people misunderstand. Minimalism is not emptiness. I am going to show you 15 things Japanese people rarely keep at home, not because they hate belongings, but because they respect space. In Japan, 3 ideas quietly shape this. Danshari means reduce, release, and relieve. Wabi-sabi accepts age, change, and imperfection. Ma is the pause between things, the space that lets a room breathe. So this is not about buying prettier boxes. It is not about hiding clutter behind cabinet doors. And it is not about making your home look like a hotel. It is about noticing what no longer belongs to the life you are living now. By the end, you will have a simple Japanese home reset test for spotting what is draining you today. The first object seems harmless because it lives in the kitchen cupboard, but it affects how you begin every meal. Start with the plate you avoid without thinking, the one with the hairline crack near the rim, the mug with a sharp chip where your lip should rest, the bowl that still works but no longer feels right in your hands. In a calm Japanese-inspired home, these are not kept for daily use, not because every object must be perfect. Wabi-sabi honors age, repair, and quiet imperfection, but it does not honor carelessness. A cracked dish turns each meal into a small compromise. It can cut, leak, weaken, or simply remind you that damage has become normal. Keep fewer dishes instead, whole ones, useful ones, pieces that feel clean, safe, and pleasant to touch. But the kitchen does not only store broken objects, it also stores forgotten time. Open the spice drawer. There is cinnamon from 3 winters ago, paprika with no scent, a jar of dried basil that has become green dust. It still promises flavor, but it gives you hesitation instead. In many Japanese homes, small storage is treated seriously because every object must earn its space. Expired spices fail quietly. They do not look messy, yet they make cooking slower. You open them, doubt them, smell them, close them, and reach for salt. Then come the shopping bags. 1 bag under the sink feels practical. 20 bags become a system for an imaginary emergency. Paper, plastic, cloth. They multiply because usefulness feels responsible, even when the pile is never used. Clothes do the same thing in the closet. The jeans that might fit again, the shirt from a thinner season, the dress kept for a version of you that no longer lives here. These clothes do not prepare you, they judge you from the hanger. Danshari asks a sharper question. Does this serve the person standing here today? Not the guilty self, not the fantasy self, not the self who may someday need 30 bags. Preparedness is not keeping every possibility. It is making today easier to live. Once the obvious extras are gone, the next category is trickier because it came home with you as a memory or a gift. Then look in the bathroom drawer. Tiny shampoo bottles, wrapped soaps, a sewing kit from a hotel you barely remember. They felt free, so they felt harmless. But now they are not souvenirs. They are little assignments. Use me someday. Pack me someday. Do not waste me. Japanese homes often favor items that have a clear role in daily life. A bottle you actually use belongs by the sink. 10 tiny bottles kept for an imaginary guest do not. They turn convenience into inventory. Now look at the plant by the window. Brown tips, dry soil, 1 yellow leaf hanging on. A dying plant changes a room because it is living evidence of delayed care. You see it and your mind quietly records another thing unfinished. Keep what you can tend, release what only accuses. But some of the heaviest clutter is not decorative at all, it is administrative. Now open the kitchen drawer. Bills folded under takeout menus, receipts fading to gray, a warranty card for something you no longer own. Paper looks thin, but it is heavy because every sheet asks a question you have not answered answered. Pay this, file this, decide this. In many Japanese homes, paperwork is not allowed to spread through every room. It gets one small place, one tray, one folder, one deadline. The limit matters. Without it, your table becomes an office, and your home never fully stops working. Then look at the entryway. Shoes in a pile, bags on the floor, packages waiting to be returned. This is the first thing you see when you come home, and the last thing you step over when you leave. A genkan is a boundary. Outside stress stays outside. Inside begins with space. Once the doorway is calmer, another kind of clutter starts to appear, the kind that hides in drawers and tangles around technology. Pull out one charger and 3 more come with it: a black cable, a white cable, one with a cracked end, one for a device you sold 5 years ago. Tangled cables feel useful because they look technical, but most of them are only decisions you postponed. In many Japanese homes, storage works because it is specific. Not a huge box of maybe, a small pouch for phone cables, one spare charger, labels if needed. If the device is gone, the cable goes too. The same rule becomes harder with souvenirs: a keychain from a trip, a mug from a coworker, a tiny ornament you never liked but someone chose it for you. You keep it because throwing it away feels rude. But gratitude is not storage. The memory can stay after the object leaves. Take a photo, say thank you once more, then let the shelf belong to your life now. And if guilt can live in a souvenir, it can live even more powerfully in objects tied to people we used to be close to. A sweater in the back of the closet, a birthday card in a drawer, a photo you never look at but never remove. These are relationship relics. They do not take much space, but they can change the temperature of a room. In a Japanese approach to home, the question is not, was this person important? The question is, does this object still support the life I am living now? That difference matters. A letter from a healed chapter may feel peaceful. Keep it. A gift from a painful one may pull you backward every time your hand touches it. That is not memory. That is a hidden anchor. Then there are wire hangers. Thin, bent, temporary. They come from the dry cleaner and quietly become permanent. They stretch shoulders, snag fabric, and make a closet feel careless. A calm home is built through respect for what remains. But even after emotional clutter is removed, one of the most damaging categories may still be sitting beside your pillow. The bedside table is supposed to hold quiet things: a lamp, a glass of water, maybe one book. But many bedrooms now have a laptop charging beside the pillow, a work phone glowing in the dark, a notebook filled with tomorrow's problems. The room says sleep, but the objects say perform. That is why Japanese-inspired living protects transitions: entry, bathing, meals, sleep. Each space teaches the body what mode it is in. When work gear sits by the bed, the nervous system never fully clocks out. Then comes the book stack. At first, it feels noble: 5 unread books on habits, money, health, discipline. But left too long, inspiration hardens into accusation. Every spine becomes a small reminder that you are behind. Keep one active book, move the rest to a shelf, a box, or out of the home entirely. Rest needs fewer assignments. The final item looks soft and harmless, but it reveals the biggest misunderstanding about comfort. A bed can hold 6 pillows and still feel less restful than a futon with one. That is the trick. Decorative pillows look like comfort, but at night they become a task. Remove them, stack them, find a chair, put them back in the morning so the room looks finished again. In many Japanese homes, softness is not displayed for performance. It is used, folded, aired, stored. Comfort has a job. This is the bigger turn. Your home may not feel heavy because it lacks beautiful things. It may feel heavy because too many beautiful things are asking to be handled, protected, remembered, or arranged. The real villain is unexamined accumulation. Now the original question can finally be answered with a simple test you can use today. So here is the answer. The invisible belongings stealing your calm are the ones that keep asking for something: a decision, a repair, an apology, a fantasy, a memory you are tired of carrying. Broken things, expired things, too many things, neglected gifts, unfinished projects, tangled cords, cords, clothes from a past body, cheap replacements, objects that cross your boundaries, decorations that create more work than beauty. Use the Japanese home reset test. Hold one item or simply look at it and ask, does this serve my present life? Then ask, what does this cost me to keep? Space, time, attention, guilt, dust? The answer will be clear. A peaceful home is not built by owning perfect things. It is built by releasing what no longer belongs to the life you are living now. Today, choose one drawer, one shelf, one bedside area, or your entryway. Remove 3 items. Comment which item on this list felt most familiar. Thank you for watching.